Cool. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice little fundamental work day where we're just looking at some chip BBEV stuff for a minute. Maybe we get into some in the money ranges and refresh near the end of this session, but I do feel like it's important to be very solid fundamentally with chip EV stacks and whatnot. Then we're going to move on and kind of work on some of the more basic situations, the spot that we're in a lot, and we're not really making too many mistakes there as well, versus big blind, and knowing that and making sure we're defending right, make sure we're barreling correctly, make sure we're not overfolding. So first, let's start off here with pre-flop. We're going to do any stack depth. We're going to do maybe 20 hands here of chip EV versus RFI and then versus 3-bet. Then we can just change it up and do another 20, get our brains working, talk about some different things, and kind of go from there. But yep. So did you start recording? Yeah, you did. We're good. And I'll make this bigger as well. And you guys know the drill. I'm calling on you guys. And then throughout, I may ask questions regarding your range. I may call on someone else. And I think these exercises is important. So you can start to be able to visualize these situations and not be shocked when you get ace deuce and not know what to do or something, right? But ace 7 suited here. Oh, I see. Cheat to win. What's up, champ? You in here?
Yep.
Good morning, man. Or good afternoon.
I'm back.
He's back. MC Cataracts. Cool. So yeah, what are we doing here? A and B, if I'm just gonna ask specifically regarding your suited aces, what's the worst suited ace that you're gonna start 3-betting here versus MP? Are you just gonna pure flat this? Do you have any 3-bet at all? Go ahead, cheat. This is on you.
Oh,
okay, hi. Yeah.
okay. I see what you're doing here. I'm just going to versus an open range. I'm in big blind here.
Yep.
I'm just going to call this.
You're gonna call this. So what is the worst suited ace you're gonna 3-bet? Are you 3-betting ace 10 suited, ace jack suited, ace queen? What's the worst one you're gonna use?
Middle position. Oh, okay. Middle position. Maybe.
Are you going through your charts right now or something?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Jack?
Ace jack, and it's okay, I mean, you don't have to be precise. You're gonna have the same ass spot in game, and maybe you're nitty enough you just want to use ace king. You can be okay, you can be honest. Maybe it's ace queen.
I actually play a little bit too scared sometimes, and I
exactly
too much. That's what I do.
I know, and that's what I'm trying to just clarify, and then we can just have the discussion, see what's correct, right, and kind of go from there. So if it is ace queen or ace king that you're going to use and you're flatting everything else, that's honest, right?
Okay.
We're in a room full of people making a shitload of mistakes, so there's nothing.
Probably only ace queen, ace king, maybe ace jack sometimes, depending upon the player.
Bro, just be, you know what I'm saying? This group is all about being yourself. And if you're honestly gonna use that range, it's cool here. It's a safe place to be yourself, and we can figure out from there how to get better, right? So that's okay. So you're always calling and probably only using ace king, and guess what? My man.
Okay.
Good. Look at this range. And this is just chip EV at 30. You don't rip anything either. Maybe a little bit of tens. I would probably sometimes rip the ace king off way too much.
Where do we start ripping at? 25 big blinds? 20 big blinds for sure, right?
Easy. You're going to have some at 25, I would imagine. Okay. Maybe this ace king would start being in there a bit more. But at the same time, nailed it with this range. And that's why you don't need to be scared to be yourself. Sometimes you're just right. Right? Okay. You're better than what you think you are. And sometimes that nitty shit is good. It's good.
I'd like to add one more thing about the ripping range. When he only min raised, if he bets larger and we can sell for larger, I think we have a little bit more ripping.
Especially with the ace king O. If he goes 2.5, if he ever 3x's there and you have the ace king off, I'm very okay with you ripping. Still on you, cheat.
Okay. This is obviously easy call.
Okay, cool. What are you doing with your suited tens? Are you ever ripping those? Suited jacks.
Suited
Like,
tens, or is it suited nines? Suited tens. It is suited tens.
that's
How many
primarily
big blinds?
out.
Yeah, suited tens are going in.
So queen 10, king 10, ace 10, you're jamming.
Yes.
So
Suited
we can
tens.
assume your suited tens plus. Offsuit. Are you jamming offsuit tens? Are you just defending those?
No, just defending offsuit tens.
Offsuit, king queen off.
King queen off. Oh yeah, see, that's the one right there. That's the one that always gives me problems. I'm just flatting that.
Okay, honestly. Okay. Sweet. And then I can imagine the pairs, deuces through nines. Are you
Rip.
flatting any of those? Are you ripping all of them?
Rip those.
Cool. Who else we got in here? We got DB Chops. What up, Chops? You got a mic today, brother? Or are you just in the chat? Let me see. Or are you just lurking? Let me see. There he is. Yeah, we got you. What's up, Chops? How you doing, bro?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good. So versus 16 here, with your suited aces, which ones are you ripping? Are you ripping all of them? Ace, deuce, 3, 4, 5. Or do you have any flats with your suited aces?
Suited aces, I think I'm probably going to I think ace 8 suited plus is going jam, and then
Okay.
probably flatting ace 7, ace 6, and then probably using some of the wheel aces as a jam too.
Okay. How about ace deuce
And then, like,
off through ace 8 off?
Flatting, although I think if we were a little bit deeper with the cutoff, then we kind of start want to use non all in 3-bet with some of those like offsuit ace, offsuit king, like king 3, king 4 type stuff.
That's really good stuff. If he's like 20 or something like that.
Yeah. That's
This
how I
is the-
approach it, especially on global, because people are just massively overfolded to that non all in 3-bet.
Yeah, it looks so much stronger as well. And people just give it too much credit and are way overfolding. Like this guy's just probably folding ace 9 suited to it or some shit. Cool. Let's take a look here. Everybody's flatting this. And the suited tens, not so much. Jack 10 suited, so we missed these. Your king queen wants to jam. Here you go, Chops. Ace 9 suited plus. And then yeah, mixing some of these in, it's really impossible to remember specifically in this spot at 16, right? So if you're just mixing with some of these, you're not going to be losing too much EV, right? Yeah, you're just like not losing any, really. And you can just jam a lot of these offsuit ace X in as well. And look at all of our pairs here. Ripperoo, even kings. No
I'm
small.
surprised the queen 10 suited and king 10 suited are just flatting. I think a lot of times in game I'm just gonna be ripping those.
They play well enough and we don't get caught by worse, right?
True.
I mean, we get flips in, but it's never really worse when he calls. And he's gonna have you dominate it. So it's interesting. I think the suited 10x jams to start. Well, if we're in a small blind here versus this, you would pure jam all this. You're pure jam. I feel like a lot of this in this small blind, but cool. Few more hands. Go ahead, Cheat.
I knew you were gonna come back to me on this one. This
Hell
one,
yeah, I'm coming back to you.
yeah, we have to defend, right? Realize our equity here.
Does any so?
I think this is the very bottom of our defense, right? Eights.
So offsuit 8. So you're gonna
offsuit
fold like
eights.
Jack 7, the 10 sevens and stuff like that, and use
Yeah.
offsuit 8s as your bottom. Call all this offsuit. I mean, all the suited
suited eights, suited almost everything suited here. Except for maybe
folding
7-2 or whatever, 8-2, 8-3. I think you just miss those suited ones.
Now,
Yeah.
are you flatting this in real life as well?
Flatting this?
I mean, are you just? Do you think like these players that do this in real life have?
Oh, he's only got 6 big blinds here too.
Court awareness cheat.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been fishing all season, so.
Damn, it's a brag post. I'm jealous now.
That's my excuse.
This is the opening range, and I'm gonna tell you this.
I would just I wouldn't even call this.
It's not his opening range. Look at his opening range. 0.1%.
His opening range is 0.1%. Even the solver only uses aces. In real life, this is aces.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
No, I mean, I was making that point when you said, like, I asked you about real life because I think it's even almost the same damn thing in real life. That's why I mentioned this, because it's
I actually think guys dopes do this. I think the solver actually does this more with aces than I actually think it's actually. This might be 90% aces in real life because the solver it's 90.9%.
Yeah.
But I've seen people do this with like nines. You know what I mean? Like not knowing what to do.
Mostly folding, offsuit nines. Even the fucking solver hates it. And the solver still rips some of these off, especially the ace X, blocking his aces min raise. And then these as well. All right, Cheat, I'm gonna give you a break. Thank you, brother. Who else do we have in here? What's up, Pucks? Good to see you guys. Pucks, you got a mic?
I do, for a little bit at least.
All right, yeah, right on time. So cool. Get in here, give us a few hands. Obviously, you're snapping this off, never folding. What's the worst offsuit ace you're calling here? Are you calling ace 10 off?
Yeah, I think ace 10 off is the bottom. Ace 9 suited, king queen suited, and like 5, maybe 6s.
5s or 6s plus. 5s and 6s. That's the borderline. That's cut. Folding king jack suited like it's nothing. Easy fold with king jack suited.
I think it's close, but yeah, I think king jack's out of there versus 15 from low jack.
So king queen suited, ace 9 suited off, ace 10 off plus, ace 9 suited plus. Pretty clean. Let's see what the solver says. And I mean, whatever. 5s plus, ace 10 suited, no ace 9. That's it. King queen suited. Look at king jack being indifferent as hell. King queen suited. Look at king queen off. I would never call really with this.
Nope.
Ace 10 off. It's 0, by the way. 5s like 0. So you can go 6s plus, ace jack off plus, ace 10 suited plus. Go ahead, Pucks. Raise or jam? Or are you ever flatting this?
I mean, if he's deeper, this could be a flat. I'm going to say, I think we just 3-bet, get it in. I don't think we jam with the 38 stack there.
Okay. And what size would you 3-bet?
I think you still go like 3x given the small blind.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter really. You're committing yourself.
How about with ace jack off, ace 10 off? What about those two hands in this spot? Hell hands.
I think ace 10, ace jack might call. I think some of the suited broadways might call. Some of those maybe
sevens?
Like ace 10 up suited. I think you're just jamming most of the pairs. Or raising, I should say.
Raising 7s plus. Ooh, see how tricky these spots can be.
Yeah, I think it's like 7s. I think 6s and 5s might maybe flat that.
Okay. Let me see who else we have here. Ron. You got a mic, brother?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Good. So here with the ace queen, are you raising? Are you flatting? What are you doing with this specific hand?
Oh, with this specific hand, I'm just jamming it.
Jamming ace queen off. How about ace jack off, ace 10 off in this spot?
Let's see. Ace 10 off. I guess. Oh man, the thing is, because the big blind is at 6. Yep. I don't know if I call something and we get rejam. I'm not sure what I want to call with. So ace 10 off, maybe call. Ace jack off. That one might be a call also.
Okay. Yeah. So you agree with Pucks where those two hands are a little bit more indifferent and can just play okay in position. Yeah. You don't necessarily benefit from raise because they don't really get called off by worse with those specifically. So it's always tricky with those two hands. But he has a little bit less tact than you, Pucks. He is ripping this shit and running it. How about the pairs, middling pairs for you in this spot?
Pairs.
Like 6s, 7s, 8s, and 9s.
Man, let's see, 12 bigs. I'm not afraid of calling the 7 from the big blind with those pairs.
Yeah.
But 12 bigs, let's see. I think 8s would be my like line where I don't know what to do with. 9s plus, I'm probably just putting that all in. And
Okay.
then 8s is 7, 6s.
Maybe flatten sometimes.
Yeah, maybe
because-
flatting sometimes.
Okay. This is the opening range that you're going to see from a 12 big stack.
Uh,
A little bit at the bottom. I mean, it does not look fun. And it's obviously got some very strong hands, folding out some of this bottom shit, the suited 9s, ace 8, ace 9, ace 3, ace 4 opens. Everything else is going to call you. Offsuit jacks is going to are folding.
Right.
Yeah, let's see what we do here. So Puck said raise, and he was going 3x, and you both are right. You can rip or you can raise, which is beautiful. Ace 10 off plus. Look, it is in there with the ace 10 off raising, by the way. That magic little area where we're indifferent. It does have a little bit of flat, but mostly raising, which is very good for us to see here. King, queen suited, rip, GG. Ace, queen suited, GG. Ace, king, GG. You didn't know what to do with the 8s. Here you go.
It's a jam.
Jam. It just says the hell with it. I'm ripping. And then you can just, I mean, strategically, if you don't know what to do in these spots with these pairs, you can almost jam and have equal EV. The EV is pretty close, and then you're gonna have to think about your future game and how jamming affects. Do you want to jam? Do you need to jam in this spot? So 10s, 9s. Okay, this is a good range. Really only hands you really like flatting are king, jack, queen 10, ace 9, aces to trap.
I got a noob question follow up. What's
Yes.
our 3-bet non all in size there? Like
Oh.
5?
Why did I click away? It was
It was
2.75 it said.
Okay.
2.75. Very
Okay.
good. Thank you for
Thank
guys
you.
picking that up. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Pucks, keep it going.
I think the suited jacks are gonna jam and the suited 10s are gonna call. Although I also think this could be one of those where the island is like king jack and everything around it jams. I think I'm jamming ace jack suited, ace jack off, maybe even ace 10 off. I feel like the suited aces may want to call here.
Ace 10 off, savages. Ripping ace
Yeah,
10 off to
Yeah, I think it's ace jack. I take it back. I think
savage.
it's early enough, right?
There's some
Actually, ace
sad
jack off.
halves in your body. Jeez.
I think ace jack off,
Okay.
8s plus, king queen suited and the suited jacks are jamming, and maybe king queen off jams too there.
Cool. Let's ask the man himself, set haps. You defending or jamming this, and you can kind of give me the 3-bet all in range for yourself, sir.
You're talking. I think all the you're gonna have some call from the big blind, but I think it's ace do suit plus is gonna be a raise, and not a raise. They mostly jam.
Okay.
And the podcast is gonna be around 6, and ace it's gonna be ace 10 off plus,
Ace 10 off plus, all suited aces.
king jack off.
King
It's
jack
gonna
off.
be queen jack suit plus. All is gonna shove. It's gonna have some call around this.
Guys, setups. I didn't mean to cut you off. The range is so savage already. You're using.
Why we love set abs. He's a
I
man.
know it. He's
He's a
throwing in
madman.
king jack off, queen jack off with some rate. See how much of a problem it is? Versus an EP 16 big doesn't give a shit. And like we're dancing around his ace 10 off, like setups. You're a monster. And I was just proving a point there. And obviously it's too loose. You got to have a little bit more tact in there. But once you jam this one, and you knew it, look at that range setups. You can't use all this. Ace 10 off plus. Few of these. Pairs are reasonable to kind of go crazy with. but sevens plus. But yeah, here's our, you knew it. You knew it, Pucks. You said this might be the island and some stuff around it, Jams. Only thing around it is a king 10, but everything else can just decide to call. Few of the suited aces up here, and it's mostly just strong linear and some pairs, right?
Yeah, I bet king jack jams from the small blind, I bet, but not the big blind.
Yeah, we see that a lot from the small blind, right? I think we could see the small blind's response to that open here. Yep, there it is. This is where we're kind of visualizing a little bit more, right?
Yep, that's the
Yeah.
range I was saying instead of this more kind of.
And when we get to just call and realize equity and close the action, we don't have to be this aggressive with some of this range, right? Ace jack's in there, pretty pure. The suited tens a lot there. So yeah. All right, last one. You ain't calling this, but give me the call range.
Ooh,
Eights
what is
plus,
that?
sevens
Cutoff?
plus, nines plus. What is it?
22 into 230 stacks. I don't even know that's a thing.
Hell yeah, it's the thing you got.
Ace jack off, ace 10 suited, king queen suited, sevens plus.
Too loose. Anybody else want to? Joey, you want to give it a shot? That range sound too loose.
Let's see. I was away from the keyboard for a second. Let me
All right,
just
just give me the calling range versus a 22 big jam here.
from the cutoff.
Uh-huh.
Nines, ace queen, ace jack suited, maybe king queen suited.
Nines plus, eights plus sounds way more reasonable than sevens plus. And then I don't know if we get to call ace jack O. When he's jamming, maybe it's just ace queen.
I think ace jack suited might be marginal as fuck here.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I think ace queen O might be marginal as fuck here. Ace queen O.
Can we see the
you know it's the
what
bottom
he's
though.
jamming?
Yeah, it's gonna be ace king off and some like nines and tens and shit,
Because
right?
he might not have aces and kings.
Nines, tens, jack, ace king off. Like this range is nutty. I love the queen jack
Yeah.
suited jam that nobody really
That is
hits.
tight.
And nines plus, like I don't think you can call.
I think
He's
we're
never
nines.
shoving worse than ace jack.
I
Wait,
think we're shoving nines.
is he rejamming? Go back,
Yeah,
go
he
back to
jammed.
the.
He
Oh,
jammed
we
them.
open. Oh shit! I screwed this up. I missed it. We open. Yeah, I take back my range.
You thought he just opened rip from
I
the
thought we
cutoff,
were
he
in the
went
big
big.
blind and he just opened rip.
Oh, I was like, damn, that is way too low.
Okay, then it's nines, ace queen, no king queen suited.
Eights are in there
Eight.
for barely. And then look at the ace. Oh, well, it's losing money. This is like barely. So we nailed it for the most part. Like the clean part of the range, right? Where you're just printing. These are kind of borderline. It's in there, but it's if anytime it's mixing some folds, man, it's not hot. But then like, yeah, we get nines plus, ace queen off plus.
Yeah, I went with ace jack suited and king queen suited.
Ace jack suited is, man. I mean, you can call with these, especially if you're in the piss lows and guys are kind of aggressive, right? And you want to gamble and get a stack, and your villain fits the criteria. You getting a stack at these mid and early stages means a lot, and you want to gamble, sure, right? Thank you, Pucks. We're on 7, few more, and then we're gonna switch situations. We're gonna try to just see as many spots as we can and get sharp. Let's go with Matt Nickel was here early. How you doing, Matt? Let's get it.
Good, buddy. I probably would shove this.
So I'm assuming this is going to be the bot, or are you gonna also use like ace 4 suited, ace 5 suited, have that small
Yeah,
little
you
bucket?
probably have to do ace 4 and ace 5 suited as well at some frequency, and then it's like ace 10-0 plus, sixes plus, king queen suited.
Are you jamming king jack suited? What are you doing with king jack suited?
I feel like king jack suited is gonna be like break even here.
Are you just gonna fold it?
I guess you could call with like king jack suited, ace queen suited, Ace jack
Ace
suited
queen suited
sometimes.
flatting with 12? Where are we going with this? Wait a minute.
Isn't that where our flats come from? The ace jack suited and the ace queen suited normally?
But do you think that translated across all stack depths?
No, probably not. Never mind. I don't have flats.
You can see how these exercises are good, you know, to think about. Like, we know the heuristics of, yeah, sometimes you get the flat with certain hands, but that's going to be in deeper spots with different stack depths. And we have to think about how that translates. I don't think we're flatting with ace queen here ever. I would only jam that, you know. And then we have to ask ourselves what we're doing with our ace 8 suited, our king jack, our king 10 suited. Are we folding our suited 10s like it's butter? Suited jacks gone. So yeah, and it's just chip EV here. So these are good spots. You're gonna have 12 big blinds tonight at some point when you play. And Matt is ripping this. And these are gone. King jack suited, the only flat. It's a hellacious hand and spot to be in. You can also just jam it for equal EV.
I was just going to say, if you really want to scare a good player in EP, just flat here and he'll think that all you have is aces.
And it looks like that, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, if you flat me here, I'm like, what the fuck? And I know your guess, like, what does he have? Has to be the ace, trying to induce some of these guys behind. But yep, 6s plus. You can use 5s plus, ace jack O plus, ace 9 suited, and then yeah, I mean, we're too shallow to not jam this stuff. King Queen O, GG. All right, Matt. Fun stuff here. Actually sucks.
Ace queen O plus, maybe ace jack O is like break even.
Okay.
6s plus,
Okay.
actually 7s plus. We'll go 7s plus, and then ace 10 suited plus king queen suited.
Getting in the ace 10 suited. That's what I was gonna ask. Getting in the ace 10 suited. Huh. Chops. What's the range? What'd it do?
I'm calling off probably 9s plus. This specific hand feels like probably the bottom. I mean, I think in game people just have way too much ace king O here that they don't want to play. Yeah, solver, I think 9s plus, ace jack suited plus, ace queen O.
Sounds pretty snug and clean, safe, probably right. The ace jack suited's really tough, and probably another one of the break even ones. I guess the distribution of the stacks behind isn't so bad, where we're only going to get wrecked by the big blind, and everybody else is just going to leave us over 10 and cripple us. So ace jack suited probably in there as a bot, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's mixing a little bit of fold this early, and then obviously you can never fold ace queen 9s plus. I think 8s will be in here for chip EV right now as well. So let's see.
Yeah, this distribution is interesting because I know we're looking at chip EV, but reality, like this stack distribution is probably going to be an ICM spot most of the time.
Yeah, when you get to a specific stage in the tournament, unless you're deep on an ACR tournament where there's still late reg, a couple levels left, and it's starting to shallow out to like a 30 or 40 effective, and you get a table like this, I imagine. But
right,
yeah, but it's going to be rare on any of the other sites to have a spot like this and not be a minimum 50. But yeah, it's still good to think about it through these optics as well, right? So we're using this, and it is the bot pure. And it's the cleanest. But look at 7s. Oh, okay. It is 8s plus. Yeah. 8s plus. And look at King Queen suited kind of in there. It's mixing a little bit of fold. I thought it might mix a little bit. Yeah, but looking at this distribution for the table, it's actually pretty good. And a couple more hands. Let's get to 12 before we switch up the situation. Ooh. Who are we on, Matt? Finish up this one, sir, please.
This 3-bet size is really weird. I would call with this.
Okay. So you're opening, maybe this is like the worst, suited connect. Are you calling your other suited nines, king nine suited? If you open king jack off in this spot, would you call this with that as well? Or are you calling your ace 10 off to this?
This is really hard because we're getting like ridiculously good pot odds.
Yep.
But I feel like we still have to fold like king jack O. I don't know if we opened queen jack O, probably not.
Ace 10 off is going to be a bottom. Ace 9. Well, we're not. I don't know if it's going to use ace 9-0, but let's just say it's ace 10-0.
I think I would just play. I probably am just playing honestly all the offsuit ace X as jams here.
Can't do it. Not for 20. It would be a massive mistake. Please don't do that.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm really confused about this 3-bet size.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, a big thing is, dude. Let's just not be open ripping for 20 up front. No.
Oh no. I meant ripping over their 3-bet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ace 10-0 is your bottom here. You got king jack. Hey, you got a little bit of queen jack. So just like looking at this range, now you're facing a 3-bet. What of this can you fucking fold? You know, to this size. So
Like
you're
that.
never folding.
Yeah.
And this is it. Just this. And I literally asked you about these two hands because that's it. You can't fold anything else. The price is too good, and the rest of this suited shit plays too well. As if we can fold a suited king or a suited ace to a tiny 3-bet. Can't happen. And then this offsuit stuff is in hell. I'd probably be dumb enough and just fold ace jack to it because feeling like I'm dead to it. Thank you, Matt. Let's go one more 3-hand rotation, and then we're gonna mix up the situation, do that a little bit, and get to post flop. But getting sharp here is good. Let's go with Roland. Are you here, bud?
Yep, I'm here. Well,
Awesome.
ace 3 suited, that's a
Yep.
fold, for me at least.
Okay.
I think I call somewhere like 8s plus, and then let's say it's like 18 bigs. So I'm gonna go 8s plus. Then suited. I want to say suited jacks, but I feel it's loose. Like I guess like suited queens off kings, and then like ace 10 suited plus and ace jack off plus. That's
ace jack off plus.
Ace like ace 10 suited plus
ace 10 suited plus 8 plus. Pretty much.
And then
king queen suited. Are you calling that?
Yeah, I'm gonna strongly consider ace queen suited, and then just close my eyes and call.
Oh, you're snap calling ace queen suited. Let's be clear. That's never getting folded. It's the ace 10 suited range. Is that our bottom? I don't think I'm ever calling ace 9 suited to this jam, especially in real life. And then ace 10 suited, it's going to be opponent dependent, and it feels like ace jack suited would be our snap bottom. 8s plus. I wonder if it wants to use 7s as well versus this range. Let's look at our 18 big jam range from the big blind here. When you do face it, okay, you're calling 7s plus. Looking at this range, ace jack's getting called. Yep. Ace jack suited plus. I'm thinking about maybe do we get to call this? All right. Ace 10 suited plus. Whoa, who's out there with the heat? Good shit, Roland.
Close.
Outside of missing comedies. I mean, look, that's hot as shit. You even said some of the suited queens. Didn't you say suited jacks in there? This is savage ass calls. It's really good.
Yeah, I said ace the suited jacks was border, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, but even thinking about being in here with king jack suited is pretty boss. That's set habs levels type shit.
Trying to get up to sub habs.
Yeah, we're all just trying to be like set habs one day. That's all. We're all trying to aspire to be, my dude. King to ace 10 suited just in there though. We're not printing a lot with ace jack off, but obviously if you have a nit in this spot getting jammed on, you can edge pass a little bit and know that this isn't doing well. Can never fold ace queen. Ace 10 suited looks like a snap as well.
I do want to point out though, like, because I Every now and then I play at the South Point. I would be a little tighter if someone jams from the big blind.
Oh yeah, I
Playing
mean,
at this-
especially some OMC. Yeah, it's gonna be ace
Yep.
queen nines plus or something.
Yep, someone jams 20 big blinds at like South Point, like the morning ones. I'm going a little bit closer to like jacks plus and then ace queen suited and ace queen.
Just
off.
snap
Just being
folding
honest.
nines.
Because
Fair.
it's 18 big blinds. There's
It's
a
a
lot of
lot, so.
OMCs there, so just
Yep.
a little tighter there. But otherwise, yeah.
Fair. And I mean, when you get to a situation like that, it won't be always just straight chip EV. And that's a consideration. If we would be using 50% of the field ranges or something, you know? So someone jams 20 bigs at South Point, you might be limited to kings plus, he says. Cool. Keep it going, Roland. Are you doing anything with these fives? And what is your putting money in range versus this open? It is kind of scary.
It's kind of scary. I think it's not gonna be correct. I want to say I'm gonna call this because the button is 30 big blinds and the cutoff is 24. I would be inclined to. I'm gonna be inclined to shove somewhere closer to like eights plus, and then like suited, like ace jack suited, ace queen off, and
okay.
But then I would have a bunch of calls, and I'm not sure if fives would be there, but I would say like I would call like. Maybe I'm actually flipping around. Maybe I should be calling. Maybe I should be going all in with king jack suited.
Yep.
Queen jack suited, and then call ace queen. Sorry, king queen suited, something like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Fair. So you're out of here with this. You're gonna fold this. I heard a small leak of you wanting to flick this shit in there, but I don't know if we're gonna be trying to set mine with 24 bigs versus a 6 big open when you get jit. It's just
You're right. I actually don't get the odds for that. You're right.
No, hell no. And you get very few really flats at all. That king queen suited you wanted to play, just rip it. Shrug. GG. Ace queen suited, ace jack suited, jacks plus. These are raising, and you're using a tiny raise. Like clicking it to that 4.5, 4.6 or something that we got hit with earlier. Ace is a little bit of slow play.
I guess just have to tighten up that area.
Yeah, and we don't need to be like, it's just not necessary, right? Cool. This will be the last one before we move on to another situation. What are you doing here? This is I think he's got 13 bigs behind. So he started the hand with 17 and you got clicked. You ever folding, Roland?
No.
Nope.
13 if it's well, no, 13 behind, so this is actually 17. I think oh man. Let's see the blind. I guess this would depend on where we are in the tournament.
We're chip
but
EV.
But in
like
general,
like, go ahead.
In general, I think this is probably my fold range. I would say though, I would be call. This could be a 4 big blinds though. No, sorry. I'm gonna call this because I'm gonna call this, but then I will reshove something like queens, like all the suited.
Oh, the
queens.
good shit, strong land, suited queens.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna use like king, queen, queen, jack
queen,
suited. No, that's a suited jack. Ace queen.
Yeah, I mean, ace king queen, ace queen,
all right,
ace king, and then like nines plus is what I'm shoving.
Well, whatever you opened, you can only fold the stone bot of it, and you at least have to call and then put in strong linear. I think that's the kind of the rules.
It's small of a raise, right?
Ooh, it is folding. I mean, I would not think we got to fold this queen 10 suited here. I mean, it is mixing some call. But it's mostly folding. That's this is shocking to see. Obviously, we got to fold this stuff. It's in hell.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking they're gonna fold a lot of suited ones just because it's like just a little bit more than min raise. So
yeah. Cool. Let's see how we did. Over that, we called on a couple of you guys. We're gonna mix it up in some other spots as well. Pretty fucking good, man. This is pretty good. for you guys just calling on the group. Just clicking your answers and be happy. We've done this in the group and I've seen this shit at a 60. I've seen some 60s in here before, multiple times, even over this sample size is pretty good. And the call and then the jam. Pucks. It's all Puck's fault. Blame it on Pucks, guys. We'd have a perfect score.
All my fault.
Cool. Let's do one more quick little round of other spots that we're kind of like we need to drill. And I will make it fun and let you guys pick. What do you think? Multi-way? Drilling some multi-way stuff? Good, yay, nay? Or versus, we've done versus 3-bet and we've done versus RFI. So I think multi-way.
I agree with multi-way.
Yeah, and then versus 4-bet's kind of boring. Not BVB. Multi-way is just probably going to be the best. Let's focus on exclusively multi-way versus limp. I mean,
that's only a small blind limp.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think I've done that before and it's not enough. Multi-way.
They don't do open limps from other positions unless you're like under 25 big blinds.
Right. All right, welcome to the Terror Dome, and this is Global Poker, right at its finest right now. This is it. Let's see who has gotten nowhere. Dub. Gotta show Dub some love. What's up, Dub?
How's it going?
Get up. Come on in here and carry us.
What I'm doing with this hand, jamming force plus, suited tens and better.
Tens and better. Okay. Force plus. Suited aces. Do you have any gaps where you don't jam, or are you jamming every single one? Are you like the ace deuce suited? Are we ripping that? Are you ripping a6, a7 suited as well? Like, what are your thoughts in the suited ace range? I'm kind of curious.
I think the ace6 and ace7 are on an island where they flat, and then the rest of the suited aces shove. Maybe ace2 folds, then ace8 off plus, king queen off.
King queen off. Okay.
King jack off.
Pocket deuces. Pocket deuces threes. Fold.
I'd go threes plus. Like I think we're too likely to get called by the button. And no, it's you fold to the shove with deuces.
We're about to learn something about multi-way. This is gonna be good. So you're jamming this. This is the good part to see. But we don't even jam this. Nope. Look at this range. I thought we'd actually get to flat a little bit more of these. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, I asked about deuces. I thought deuces and threes would be just flicking a chip in more, flicking in the chip and a half a little bit more than what it does. Look at this. Suited tens, suited jacks, when you have no fold equity, doesn't love it. Ace7 suited plus, gone. Ace5 not even jamming every time. I would have lost control of my body every time with 12 bigs to a raise and a call with ace5 suited. Ace9
probably gets wider if the button has more chips.
I bet if you have some actual fold equity in that spot. I mean, its sliding range is what? Nuts. All right, queen jack and king 10. I thought it would have aces a little bit, but nope. Multi-way. Keep it going, Dub. Oh. So we can establish that you're probably just, we don't have to, I don't need to know the 3-bet all in range. I just want to know what you're defending. I'm assuming all suited. Is that safe to say? Or are you folding any suited hands?
Yeah, calling all suited hands and then offsuit tens.
So you're folding offsuit nines?
Yes.
Feels
I actually
tight. Yeah, it feels too tight.
I busted a tournament like this with a king 9 off and looked it up, and that I remember this pretty vividly.
So do you think when it was the small blind defending, was it what did the small blind call? Because the range does change between you being out of position versus, like, for instance, the button or cutoff calling, and then between the small blind calling when you get to be in position versus this player. Obviously, this is the fold, but if we look at a few different multi-way sims, when the hijack or we're out of position in these two, it's pretty tight. But when this calls, we can be in there a little bit looser. And then obviously when it's chip EV and deep, when you get deeper in tournaments, you're just done. Right. So let's see. I'd prefer to have 5-6 here than king 7 multi-way. Chop says. Yeah, let's look at it. Dub wants to fold offsuit 9s. Just call up to offsuit 9s, is that correct? You're gonna call, like, or you're folding all offsuit 9s and calling suited offsuit 10s.
Offsuit 10s is my bottom.
No, but I think that's applicable in a few different iterations. One of which needs to be, we need to be in the money, right? We need to be out of position to 2 players. But if we get this position versus the small blind dub, we get to be more liberal with our offsuit calling range, especially at chip EV. Whereas that won't be true, and it will still be like offsuit 8s and 9s if he doesn't call. This shit is gone. So hopefully we come across this situation again so we can, like, look at it more. And then I may spend some time when we get done with this to show that.
Yeah, I might have been thinking of a deeper chart, like 30.
Yeah, and you could have also looked at something that has 50% weight on it, right? 75% weight, or anything with a little bit of weight starts to drive down our defense. Cool stuff. Now we have a 20 big open, 30 in the hijack just calling, and dubsta.
Versus under the gun, I'm gonna be raising tight and linear. Right, 9s plus, ace jack off, ace 10 suited, king queen suited.
Okay.
Indifferent with king queen off.
What size?
They're short. Go about 9.
So 4.5.
Yeah.
4.5 Xing. And then you're gonna put in 9 and have to fold for 11. Is there anything in that range? I mean, you got to call like 8. You got to just call everything. Get you 3-bet with the EP. So you're taking 9s plus, and you're just flatting this. It sounded like, and you're more strong linear.
Yes.
Cool.
Ace, like ace king to ace jack off. I'll shove.
And then raising ace king, ace queen suited, aces, kings, queens, jacks, mixing 10s. It sounds like jamming 9s. I'm just trying to envision your range. And then Sethab says ace 10 suited plus, ace jack off plus, king queen off, king jack suited plus, and 9s plus. That's not an insane range. And beats. You said yee here? You're GG in this? GG this. All right, so beats is all in, and dub is calling. Let's see what happens. GG. And guess what your size is? 5x. Damn. And this stuff you want to raise with, like, yeah. Ace jack, never raising. Ace 10, never. Nope. Ace 10 suited plus, couple pips too loose. King queen off. You can do that on some aggro shit, but it's not really in there. This stuff is good though. 5x.
That's confusing because those hands were flats last time. What was the
We were in a
difference
big blind and we
situation?
were in big blind.
Right. Okay.
Closing out the action last time.
All right, I'm writing
You
that
use
down.
in the small blind, you're going to use the suited jack, especially king jack, king 10, and these suited jacks and 10s as squeezes at a pretty reasonable frequency anytime you're in a small blind. If you continue as a heuristic when you keep seeing these charts from the small blind. Not only is squeezes in us, Go ahead. What's up, JL? No, it's good, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. This move right here, probably maybe due to the stack size compared to the other examples I saw, is that this move right here reminds me of a cash game move. King
Yeah,
Jack suited, that's a candidate in the small blind where you don't flat here. You got to be raising or folding, and the nine big blinds, 10 big blinds, 11 big blinds. That seems like the right move.
yeah,
But
and we're just
that's my
using that
cash
too.
game brain.
No, we use that range a lot. Whoa.
Yeah.
And we'll see it more, especially when we're in the small blind. It's like a very high frequency play, and a solver approved a lot. Well, Dub, you ain't calling this shit, but what do you think you need to call this with? Are you folding 10? Are you folding 9s, Dub?
I think it's 10s plus ace king, ace queen suited.
Folding ace queen off?
Yes.
Let me set abs. What are you calling with here?
Oof. 2 all in a row. King queen is off. I think it's gonna be fucking tight. Like ace queen, ace king off, ace queen suit.
Okay.
Gonna be a queen plus, jack plus,
and jacks plus. You're not even calling 10s.
I'm not calling 10s, no.
Damn, set abs. Look at you.
Yeah, but solver, that's what maybe in real life I'm calling 10 like a dunk, but
if I'm drunk, you just flick the 10s in.
I'm pretty sure the range is that.
Oh, he says he's pretty sure as well. It is a little bit tighter. Some people calling 10s. No one's calling ace queen O, I don't think. So everyone's borderline comes between 10s and jacks, and no one's calling 9s. Ain't no way. Why is this busted? What?
Impossible.
Why is this busted, dude? 3s plus. Why is this bust? Yeah, this one's obviously broken. Called a third all in with ace 7 because Preflop Academy told me to. There's no way.
Yeah, looking at this, even I think this is crazy. No, like
hell yeah, it's crazy.
No sense.
Yeah, something's wrong. It's just busted. I'm gonna see what if his range. Yeah, this is just shit. Look at this. I mean, this range might be cut off RFI for how many? 22. So he gets some open rips at 22. I almost want to stop it. Everything looked fucked about that. Excuse my French. I didn't like any portion of it. Let's try this again and see if this one's busted as hell as well. Who was I on? Dub.
Yeah.
Now, and he doesn't put in his whole stack as well. He doesn't call. I mean, he has 20 behind.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to interpret that. Like, does he think he just is this just nuts trying to trap, or is it a hand that thinks it can beat this guy's jam, but not if somebody comes over the top? Like, I never know how to interpret these.
And the solver is balanced, and we'll have both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the solver is tough. It might have a hand it folds with, but it might just do this with aces because it doesn't need to do anything else. And it could probably do this with almost all the hands in its range because it has the protection of doing this with aces, and you're in hell no matter what. So obviously you're all in with this. Are you shook or something?
No.
All right, making sure. What are you doing with ace queen off? Ace queen off.
After looking at that last chart, I'll just call that my bottom.
Ace queen off the bot. The last chart was busted as hell, and we can't use that. But how about pairs? What's the worst pair of your jam? What are you doing with 8s?
8s, I'm probably 9s plus here.
9s plus. Shook with the 8s. Ace queen O plus. What about the suited or ace jack suited? Ace 10 suited?
I'm folding those in game. Like I'm just knitting up this spot with an all-in and a call.
Fair. Now this one's good. Now this chart works. 9s plus. Ace queen suited plus. Obviously, ace queen O is in hell. Oh, you want to see this range? Woo. He could just put you in a bind because he flats aces and kings. This other shit can mix flat and you're in it's just disgusting. Yep. He can just call the 12 with whatever range he was just going to call with, even if it's this and he has protection of the aces, so you can't really get too out of line, right? 10's just sliding. Neat. Let's do 5 more hands. Then we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and do some post flop stuff, man. Spend some time in the day trying to get sharper at the post flop stuff. I think, how many have you done there, Doug? This will be your third. Yeah, this will be your third.
It says 5 on the side.
Oh, have you been the only one I called on? I thought I called on Roland. No, that was last. Fuck. You're good.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. You're good, Dub. Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll pass the ball. Thank you.
Yep. Dropping dimes. He's going to drop a dime to who have I not called on? Joey. Have I not called on? Are you busy right now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even at the computer. I'm doing some work.
Oh, you're good. Cool. JL, come on, Cletus.
All right.
Tournament
Let's see.
streets.
Let's see here. I am in the big blind.
Yep.
I think I want to 3-bet here with 10s plus. I want a 3-bet here.
Okay.
Jack 7 suited for a call here or a 3-bet. I just don't like. But
Yeah, we ain't got to go too deep. You're snapping this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to keep it. I have to keep it concise and moving. You know what I mean? And keep it quickness. So your brain so we be able to visualize the ranges quicker. I can't have spot. You're snap calling this. You're never squeezing. And you're using 10s plus. How about offsuit aces? Are you going to use ace jack off plus? Or what's the bottom of your offsuit aces that you're going to squeeze?
The bottom would be I think the bottom would be ace 10.
Ace 10 suited plus. Okay.
Yeah.
How about suited aces? Are you going to use ace 9 suited ever?
Ace 9 suited, no. I want to go ace 10.
Ace 10 suited as well. Now, what size would you use as well in these spots? If you're going to squeeze, are you going to go all in?
No, no all in. I'm going to raise to.
Think about the multiplier.
10 or 9, 9 or 10.
9 or 10. So 5x. I think before we did see some 5.25x in these spots. And I think you're just right on. I think you're right on cue with the sizing here as well. But we're just going to call this. And our sizing is almost 6x. So damn, a little bit bigger than we both thought. And then you're using 10s plus. Ace 10 suited a little bit too loose. It likes to call the suited 10 and suited jack here. Primarily, you're going to get worse to fold and better to call you, right? And it plays pretty well, nice and sneaky. And then you have the ace queens that you can mix. And look at ace queen off. It even can flick third in and not always squeeze. You're not a net if you just call with ace queen in this spot. So that's pretty good to see. But ace queen suited, look at that. Even a little bit of call with ace queen suited as well. So king jack, sweet. Let me see. Chop's damn near nailed it. He says 10s plus and ace queen. Well done. Oh my goodness. You have 6 bigs 30. Do you just give up here with the ace 5 suited? Or what's the give up range? What's the GG range? JL, go ahead. It's on you.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is my GG give up range right here.
Are you using?
I like it. GG. I'm learning it from you guys, man. It's making me feel more comfortable. Like, you know what? Fuck it. GG.
Is this the bottom? Are you going to use all the suited aces? Like if you see ace 3, ace 4 suited, like ace deuce, are you using all those suited aces when you have six bids?
Yeah, I'm starting to understand it a little bit more clear now after doing a couple of these. So the ace 3 makes me feel uncomfortable, but for some reason the ace 4 just seems to be okay. But I'm really good with ace 5, but I would say ace 4 probably. Ace 3 no, but ace 4 yes. Suited.
Ace 4 suited plus. What's the worst pair you're going to go with? Are you using pocket deuces?
No, worst pair. Probably looking at probably fours, maybe even threes, but definitely fours.
It's so hard not to shrug in fours when you have six bigs, bro. I feel you.
Bro.
I know what you mean.
GG.
I actually
GG,
could
bro.
feel you. Especially chip EV and some of the bottom of your buy-in stuff. Ooh, I gotta get.
Yeah. GG.
More fierce. Sedhabs has a tighter range than you, Matt. What is going on? We got to reevaluate our lives. Sedhabs has the tightest range I've seen thus far. Not even using the ace 5, he's using ace 8 suited, ace 10 off, king jack suited, 8 plus. Wow. I'm the loosest Canadian now. All right, let's see if we're all in with the 6 big blinds, or we just give up GG with this. Nope. Sedhabs, did you just nail a range?
Nope.
What the fuck?
You
missed some of the pairs. Some of the pairs, 6s plus, but damn, you actually crushed it. Beat says 5s plus, ace 4 suited. Look at this. None of the ace 4, ace 5 stuff, guys. Matt Nichols shrugged it in with ace deuce suited plus. I feel you. Jeez Louise. Ace 10 0 plus. If this was live poker right now, this hand gets played at 100% frequency. Do you play this here, JL? Are you playing this?
Absolutely.
A live player is never folding. Ever. This is the nuts, this spot. For a live guy. I swear to God, dude, these guys don't fold suited kings 30 in, suited aces 30 in, ever. Yeah, so you're saying, yes, you're playing this. You're flicking it in as a call?
Negative. I gotta do a little bit of a squeeze with this.
Hey, what size?
Let me see if I may be saying it incorrectly, but what I'm doing is like the bet I would bet 10 big blinds, but this 5.75x, I don't understand how you guys are doing that.
What do you mean?
I want to raise this to 10 big blinds.
That's 5x.
How is that 5x? Because I'm confused.
So 5 times, so you use the multiplier. So the 2 big blinds in the pot, right?
Yes.
Times 5 is going to be 10 bigs.
5.5. I got you. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so when it says it's going to go 5.75x, the bet,
gotcha.
That's just the big blind times 5.75 in your calculator. And then you get like, what, 11 and stuff like that, right? So,
okay. I do a little bit differently. I'm just 10 big blinds. That's what I'm going to risk. So,
but I think that's too big.
You think that's too big?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because you're gonna want to use a size that it can be able to fold behind. We don't have to put out a quarter of our stack. We can achieve the same thing by going a little bit smaller in this spot. And you would want to use a slightly smaller size, which are aces to kings in the top portion of your range. Maybe we're going 4.5, but I don't think we go 5. And especially when we get to play the hand in position, maybe it's even just 4x. But I don't think we're going plus 5x, and I could just be wrong. I'm wrong sometimes, but let's see. Okay. And I don't know I don't think we flick this in the cutoff. So you're raising, Beat says 3.75, mixing, and then B Money. What are you doing here?
I'm probably just folding this.
Me too. And look at the size. It's not 5, it's 4.5 this time. If you were out of position, we don't get to see those bubbles. I think we would be going up to 5.75, especially in a big blind. But here, yep, 4.5 is your multiplier. You see that JL right up there? Sweet.
Gotcha. That's it.
And yeah, mostly folding, guys. Mostly folding, and trying to do something is actually losing a little bit of money. People are already kind of nitty in real life, bro. But in live poker, that's 100% VPIP from your villains. 100%. What number are we going to have? 2 more hands? JL, keep it going. Take us to the promised land, sir.
Raj. This hand plays very well post flop. I wanna get 10 big blinds. There the guy. Yeah, I'm ready to call off with 10 big blinds with this one in case he rips it, but I want to raise it.
You're gonna raise.
So, say again?
You're going to raise, not all in.
Yeah, I'm going to raise, and I'm anticipating that the guy with 10 big blinds here, he's probably gonna stack off. I'm ready to go for 12 big blinds, but I'm gonna put a little bit of raise in there with this hand.
So I got bad news. I got very, very, very bad news for you. You can never raise a size non-all-in with 18 bigs in a multi-way pot. Ever. What are you gonna? What size are you gonna make it? What would be your raise size?
I thought raising it to 4.5 would be good.
That's a min raise. So you're gonna min raise and deuce. Get these guys to call off just to pot sweeten with sub 20 bigs?
Probably not.
No, I'm not trying to make you, I'm not trying to talk shit. We have to think of like what we're trying to accomplish. Like we would just be reopening the action for a min raise with Jack 10. Like it would just be what he could still rejam on you and then what induced?
Yeah, I 18 big blinds is too small to do some type of min raise, so you got to go all in with it. I thought that 10 big blinds in poker tournament, that was your threshold for like ripping stuff in, but 18, if I'm going to raise, I might as well just go all in, right?
And to be fair, guys, JL's a beast cash game player. He doesn't play he is not in his wheelhouse as much with the tournament stuff, and that's why it's good. And that's why I'm gonna like just be straight up with you in some of these spots and just help you think of like how we think through these situations, right? But yeah, the raise button is fucking blacked out and busted. It won't even let you click there's 0 raise options at this, right?
Right.
So yeah, you just have 0. So you're asking yourself, would you use this? Let me see. Are you jamming this, by the way? If you have to call, fold, or all in, what are you doing? 1 of the 3?
All in. I'm all in.
He's all in with the suited 10 here.
All in, GG.
All in, yee. At least he ain't never scared. That's good. Beats.
No fear. No fear.
Biggity beats. What are we doing? You jamming this and give me the skinny super quick. Beats, your mic is dead to me. Ron.
With Jack 10 suited,
Yes, sir.
I'm just calling.
Ooh, he's gonna flick in the call.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What's the worst pair you're gonna jam here? Are you jamming pocket 8s, pocket 9s, 7s?
Let's see. What am I jamming? Probably 9s plus. It's probably the worst I'm gonna jam. No, I think I might be calling with 8s. That's actually, yeah, it's probably that.
Offsuit ace. What about your offsuit aces? Are you gonna take ace jack to the bank, ace 10?
Ace 10. Let me see. Under the gun probably opens off jack. So jamming ace queen off.
Easy.
Ace king, ace queen off plus, probably calling ace jack, ace 10, probably calling ace 10 off. Yeah. Probably gonna do.
Calling ace 10. Oh no. Hell no.
As a fold? Oh shit.
I mean it's I'm sorry. 12% of the time you can flick for 0 EV. don't it's a 0 EV, lose money.
Hey, got your boss.
Maybe if these guys actually just stink and we're playing the piss low tournaments and like you could just tell, I think it might be okay, but
Gotcha. Okay, ace 10 off fold.
Ace
Gotcha.
Jack though. I was hoping you would say Ace Jack.
Oh yeah,
Ace Queen's the gimme slam dunk. You know you're gonna be safe jamming
for
that, but Ace Jack, we're
oh
probably
Ace
just
Jack's the
always
jams.
using.
Okay.
Yep. And one thing we don't have here, JL, is anything besides all in and call. There is no other raise size. What's up, Dylan? Good to see you, buddy. We got ace 9 and ace 8 flats. I would miss these every day. I'd miss this every time. I would just fold or jam. I would never
Jack
call
10
it.
suited plays so well post flop.
And
I
it's
mean,
gone.
18 bigs, 16 bigs. I guess the fear is that like if you flat, then the big and the small blind, they can make the squeeze play, and then that one you're gonna fold.
That's not even the only fear. What else is wrong with Jack 10 suited in this spot? What other issues is it gonna run into? Come on. Go ahead, JL. What else? What other issues is this gonna run into in this spot?
I mean, you got kings and queens, aces, beating you. I mean, I get that's
Reverse implied odds. There's all the better 10x and Jack X in both of these ranges. You're dead.
Yeah.
You need to flop and then they have better flush draws as well. Like it's just all around a really tough spot to be in third, this shallow, where it's going to take multiple bets and betting rounds for you to get to realize equity. And you're already short, and you already got reverse implied odds versus two ranges that have you shit on, right? So you got to be kind of careful with these. It's not even the fact that they just have aces and shit. It's the fact that they have ace jack suited, king 10 suited, king jack suited, queen jack suited, right? All this better suited 10s as well. Better flush draws. Unblocked. You're just gonna be in hell when you're this shallow, especially getting deep in tournaments, third in with these suited 10s and shit, if you're not squeezing them. Neat. Now they give you some love. Ron, go ahead, Ron.
Well, this one's obviously slam dunk.
Yes, sir.
Throw it in, right?
Is it? When you say slam dunk, are you jamming or are you raising in what size?
Okay, let's see. Let's see. 20 bigs, middle position open. Oh, I see. Yeah, right. This could be a non all-in raise. And the size, let's see. In position, so 6. I'll probably do like 7. No, wait. Close to 7 bigs, 7.5 bigs.
So that's 3.75 or something. Okay.
Yeah.
3.75 because they're both fairly shallow, already under 20. And okay, fair. And what pair? This is a kind of interesting. So what's the worst pair that you think you can go with? I'm always going to ask these questions because I think it's important for us to start building up we're visualizing our range now every single time. And that's making you better, be able to see the trees.
Right. Okay, let's see. Middle position open, 20 is big, so it's gonna be like 5s plus what I'm gonna guess they're gonna open. So I guess I will be continuing with like 6s plus.
6s plus. Okay. 6s plus, and you're gonna raise that as well. Just use that as portion of the ranges.
Right.
A raise.
Yeah.
Ace jack off.
Ace jack off. 20 bigs. Ooh, that could be a call. I think I'll call versus the early position open. I guess it's wrong.
Oh, wait a minute. We're back. Here we go again.
I guess I'm too nitty. That's what it sounds like. Or a calling station, if anything.
Yeah. So this is an easy raise. Let me see. Dylan, you're just showing up today. How you dancing with these stacks here? Are you using start with your suited aces? Are you here?
Yeah, but I'm driving.
Oh, nope. Get your ass off this. Don't even hit that button. Go back to mute and lurk, sir. Safe travels. I'm not going to be responsible for you driving off the road. Cool. Roland, you got an opinion on this spot on what you're using?
Yeah. So that spot I agree at. Non all in 3-bet. I'm gonna guess somewhere closer to 8 for me.
Okay, just 4.
Yep. Since it's like 18, small blind started. I probably would be raising somewhere like eights plus, and then raising suited. I'm gonna be a little looser, but somewhere like suited nines, like ace nine suited plus, and then ace 10 off plus is probably what I'm gonna be three betting, and then king queen. That's what I'm feeling.
Damn, he must be. This dude is tearing up the South Point. Gotta be. I'm sure this dude is a handful up there. Sheesh. Love it. All right, we're raising in 4.5, a little over. Here it is. There it is. It's very good. A little bit loose on some of the suited king stuff, but king jack gets to play. Someone said fives plus. Five's a little bit of aggressive of a raise, but sevens plus. If you want to get in there, sevens plus. Ace 10 off plus. Ron, didn't you say you were flatting the ace jack and ace 10 a little bit?
Yeah, that's what I said. But
there you go, man. It's in there. Shit, not so bad. That's not
Yeah.
horrible.
Well, I guess
I thought it was like
flat
crazy.
ace jack, raise ace 10, I guess.
Yep. And then little bit loose rolling with the ace 9 suited raise, but hey, to each their own. You probably get away with it at live. Ace 10 suited plus, and it's just ripping these. Just kind of nasty. Just ripping ace 10 suited, ace king off plus, ace 10 suited plus, eights plus. Raise and deuce, and look at the aces slow play. Never in a million years am I going 5-way to a flop with aces in this spot. If I try this on ignition, I'm going 5 ways to this flop. Yeah, it's not happening. Cool. That was 10 multi-way hands, and we've been going for a minute, man. We got 2 nice little 40-minute pre-flop runs going. So let's go stand up, stretch, get some water, maybe grab a snack, make sure we're nice and fueled up to look at some post-flop spots for half an hour or so and run through some situations. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick 5 to 7, let the dog out, refuel, and then come back and make it happen. No, Chops, thank you for joining, man. It was nice to have you today. Good luck, and I'll see you, bud. Cool. Yep, I'll be back, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Let's get to work. All right, cool. Let's set up some pre-flop trading. I'm gonna set it up kind of for some shit like we always kind of run situation we're kind of always in, like 40 bigs. Let's do this. So we got those. No flop. All settings. Single raise pot. Button and small blind. Two-tone. We'll start with two-tone boards. Hard ass boards. Oh shit. Maybe this is good. Yeah, this is fine. Cool. We're gonna be playing versus big blind and small blind flats because personally, I think in today's game, I'm seeing a lot more flatting from the small blind. You know, I'm seeing a lot more. This is the spot where I saw the offsuit tens as the bottom. Oh, you found it, Deb? I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Sweet. Let's get in here. Set haps. Start us off.
Wow. You have to raise this. I think 5 point. No, maybe not. Yeah, I'll raise this to 33%.
Why?
Because this guy could continue like this with flush draw. He could do this with a pair. He could do this with a.
Everything
with
you're
a
saying
gut
has
shot.
way more equity than your ace three with no spade.
Yeah, but you can take the pot right there.
You see how he thinks? It's disgusting. He just like, I'm just trying to take this shit. He can't, but he does dunk lead into us. We open, they call, and they lead on this board. Roland says call or fold. There's got to be somebody on my team here. B Money, you're playing right now. Just give me the skinny. What are you doing here?
Getting dunked into?
Yes, and with this hand right now. What are you doing?
Oh, folding.
Set have said raise. 100% fold. I would only fold this hand, especially with no spade. Set abs. Craziness. And can you even get nasty with just the spade? You need, and it's even like not, with the ace of spades, you get nasty a little bit. There you go. But you need this set abs. I love the heart, and I think you can see the matrix, but you need to make sure you're not losing control of your body with no equity like this. Right? Pure folds. You can get nasty, but let's have a blocker or something versus that. Cool?
Yep.
All right, cool. I
And
mean,
yes,
you're
but
right. He was just he did have, but guess what this has? A shit load of equity and is never folding.
an open straight.
Yeah.
Open straight draw.
You have to pray for brick, and I know you're gonna bluff it off anyway on good run out, so it's possible.
That's one of the best boards for a small blind call range.
Oh my god, it nails it. Nails it. And it's a good lead. We need to be leading this board, but I don't want to spend too much time there. I want to get in some reps since I got to get my kids in a few, but I want to also study a lot of poker, so life is hard.
So
Go ahead, Setup.
there, it's I'll go 33.
Hey. How much of our range are we betting on this board? What percentage of our range or your range are you see betting here?
100%.
For 33. What? Oh, it doesn't have the pot. Wait a minute. There. So his pulse game have to actually it didn't like it. It only did it. It wasn't a blunder. It was just inaccuracy. I think you're supposed to go smaller.
I think you should just check in because you have ace high.
Ooh, okay.
But right
are you
there,
gonna double barrel now?
But for sure. Let's do it. It's 11-7, 83.
83. Set habs is built diff. Everybody's saying 55, 55, 55. Check, you savages. Oh boy. I see what this group is going to turn into for a few weeks. We're back to fucking post-flop work. That's it. That many wrong answers here on this turn? Yep, back to it. Back to work. Said Habs is right. Big. Commit yourself. Well, now what? He calls.
All in.
All in. Said
No
has his
choice.
1, 2, 3 kidding it.
The nut flash draw.
The draw missed and the hand's over. You can't see any more cards that has. They're not getting a 6 straight.
I have the ace of spades, so he has to think.
One of my favorite players of all time, dude. One of my favorite.
No,
one
it's
of
a
my
blunder.
favorite. You have to give up. Hell yeah, it's a blunder.
Yeah, he's not deep enough that you can make him fold a.
No, yeah, and he caught that
Flush draw.
gigantic size on the turn. That's the big ass size on the turn and him calling the hands over. He has a jack 3 or a flush, and you're not making a fold. Well, let's see if the solver finds a fold to your all in. Snap. Dead.
Ish.
All right, let's go back to the flop because we got dinged on the flop. That clicked the wrong spot. Here's us. Small. Right now, everybody should be pulling up their Jurogens, whatever app they use to put in input bet sizes, and take that 33 and change it to a quarter and 20. And look how much checking we're doing. It's a 60-40. Not betting the underpair pucks, not autopilot, c-betting like 8s, 9s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, right? The rest of the shit kind of mixing. A lot of the bottom of our range here with the offsuits mixing more check than I would never check this much.
There's one person of okay, it's the king 3, king deuce suited.
Yeah, this region you're just going ape shit, right? So yep, this is good to see. Oh, we wanted to see something on turn. I'm sorry, I wanted to see something on turn because we do autopilot 33 too much. What happens to our betting rate? Whoa, what did I do?
Because you put the 33, it's what's 1% of a.
Yeah, it's none of our range, but when you get here with that, you follow through for big. But if we go 20% on the flop like we're supposed to, what happens to our range on this turn? You get to go small again. That is their response. Oh, that's their response. Okay, that's their response. So they call. What was the turn? In game? The 10 of spades. That's right. We get more small. Oh, shit. 50-50. And mostly set ups 83. That 55 shit is done on the turn. It's 83.
It's like more smaller bet if you bet than the 55.
Dude, you can't even get shook. You can't even get scared with some of this straight up bluff shit. Like queen 6, queen 5 of clubs. Go for it. Man. This is where the game is won and lost and people think they're running bad, but they're just missing double barrels, right? People think they're just running bad in all ends, but they missed 18 double barrels. Ouch. All right, Sadabs, they give you the goods. You can't mess up this one.
Nope. You're right.
No double with the ace queen, though. True.
With the small blind calling, I think all 20%.
Ooh, just gonna go small. Now on a 10-8-3 two-tone board, would you be betting small infrequently or bigger and infrequent? What do you think your normal response would be on this board? Would it be a small infrequent board?
Mostly when the flush draw is there, I move I tend to move the size up, but don't think solver does this, but maybe 33 will be the answer. Now that
Okay.
you
But
said
you,
that.
I mean, you still just think like we're so high up in our range and we have an 8 of spades and all that, that we don't need to
We want
necessarily
to put some
over
money with
condense
the-
his range, right?
Yeah.
We want his range to stay wider and his continuing range to stay wider. So your natural inclination is want to go small, but maybe it wants to go 33 on a board like this. That would be my thought. I don't use 20 enough, but let's go ahead and go that. It does. Roland wants to go 82% and Beats is thinking 55. Huh. I think we have nut advantage. Villain connects with the range in this board. But I don't know if its continuing range is inelastic, right? We don't want to go 82 and start losing 3x. I don't want to lose the 3x in his range. This is just stone dead. Dead is chasing bad 2-pair outs, you know? Ace 3, king 3, queen 3 of clubs and stuff. I don't want him to lose the 3. And I think we start to lose 3x with 82. That would be my fear. Small. And you figured it out, Set Habs, you figured it out. Very good. But this is good as well, man. Look, we could still use this size, but we started to skew here, and this is really good. Please do something.
I think
Nice.
he goes. Now with the A's that come out with us against a small blind range, I can move up in range. I want to set up the SPR, so 83 would be my choice right there.
Yep. 55, 83, it's 50-50. And yep, we get here. It's a card we would barrel anyway. We don't say, well, I want to start checking. No, still just bet it. And then we're setting up the SPR to try to get all the money and praying to God he has ace 3, ace 10 or something. Oh, nice. And spades, of course, and get yammed into.
It's weird because in real life the guy was running his flush and he get it. You have to fold, but
you have to fold.
Set, no. But my set, I think it's part of the calling range, so I'm calling with this for sure.
See, it's fucked up because in real life, I don't think I'm ever folding the set, even when they jam into me. Like, the set is just always the one that's getting called, right? Some of the weakest 2-pair and single pair hands, you got me. You made me actually want to fold, but I don't know if I felt the sets.
With a friend, get exactly this setup, and I was 100% sure that he has the flush, and I had a set since the beginning of the hand.
Yeah,
I decided to call and just face the the
he
flush
had
and
it.
lose the hand. Yeah, but the solver is gonna be much more mixed up on this.
Hell no, the solver is actually never, ever folding a set in this spot. It's not even like, yeah, I've seen these. You're never folding. It's too good. Way too good.
Yeah, you're way up in your range. And
way up.
He could
You're
be
never
doing this
folding.
with aces. I mean, the SPR is so small, he'd be playing top pair the same way.
There's normalized height. Set. It's not shook with the ace queen shook though. You know what I'm saying? If you have like ace queen ace jack and this happens, I'm gone.
What all in does the small blind right there have in his range?
Oh, he's gonna have it.
Eights.
It with some bluffs. Look at 8-9 of clubs down there, just wrecking your soul, just mixing in a little bit. All the 9-7s, which are missed straight draws. 7-8, mixing as well. 6-7. That's just flush. All the queen jacks that got here somehow. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Damn, that makes a lot of sense.
Gotcha.
That makes a lot. This is a great.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get here with all your double gutties, and you need to bluff all those. When you get there and you don't, this is really good. Because they also are going to merge with your flush draws as well, and you will get some people to fold. I love this with all my heart.
Ace 4 suited seems a bit wide, so that's more than just a flush.
No, it's just a flush.
Oh.
No, it's just
yeah, it only has 2 suits that get there. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I was usually when it's suited, you see like a quarter of the.
I know what you mean. Yeah, we're never folding that. Yeah, he has it. I mean, I'd like this though. I mean, I love this line. If I seen somebody, I was like, ooh, they can play. I like this. Go ahead, set abs. This is 3. Last one.
Oh, it's in my range for sure. Right there, I'm not even trying low. I'll be 33, I think is good on this board.
The 33, or are you overdoing it and need to be closer to 25 and 20? Gonna be betting this, no surprise. I mean, I'm never not c-betting here, but I guess the solver might make some time, but I would c-bet every time.
You believe
Pucks
it's a
is 20.
20?
Yep, either way. But I mean, this is really good, man. And I think once we start utilizing this smaller bet size, we're just going to be losing less in pots and getting folds and inducing for like this is really good. I'm going to change my shit up literally tonight and start going 20% more. Yeah, I think that's good, Pucks.
We're also at very shallow stacks too.
Exactly. And when we're in tournaments a lot, when we get mid stages, you're snap at 30 effective under that for the rest of the tournament. So this is really good. And the fact that when we get deeper in these spots, there's going to be like 50% less of the field ICM consideration, which can drive our bet size down. So we need this 20 and 25 in our game and not autopilot the good old fucking 33 at all stages.
Yeah, early stages 33 hits more.
When you're like when you're 60 and shit. Yeah. Take it. And even has to fold queen 10 with a spade there. It's good. The good old board. Everybody hates when you have a hand like this. You feel like you've already lost the pot. What does set halves do? I want to see set halves play another hand. Do this one again, set halves. What are you doing?
This range, it mostly the cap ring from the small blind, but I think now you have to bet. If you bet, you're going to be a bit polarized. So I think on this board, I'll go 55.
Snap checks from the peanut gallery and set abs out here swinging it. 55. Never scared. What a savage. I mean, I see this board, a small blind call range. It nails this. I wouldn't see that, but maybe this portion of our range just wants to be c-betting. I would just always check. Wants to be c-betting, and it wants to be going small. Checking is not bad either. Look at this range in a small line. It feels like it crushes it outside, and we have ace blocker. So it feels like the rest of this is just a piece outside of the underpairs. I mean, this range, the hijack range still has way more equity on this board. Way more equity. It's for the simple fact that they should be using 3 bets with them, some of their suited 10s, jacks, and stuff like that, right? This is just not in the range. This is all gone. Should be. But you got to ask yourself in your games, do your villains 3 bet as much as they should with the suited 10s and jacks? What do you think?
No.
In the low stakes, do people 3 bet jam and 3 bet the suited jacks and suited 10s? Do they study the game from the small blind? Or do they just want to flat a lot more of this range and and just see flops with these kind of hands? Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's why I naturally think if I could get in here and fuck with this range, or if I had the time, I think our response would be different because these hands just exist where they don't in this. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I tried this on Tuesday, man, and I couldn't. Well, maybe I can here.
At the same respect, if you're adding in those hands, though, some in the lower stakes, small blinds are going to play wider with like more of the suited connectors that are on in there, and
I know. Well, I'm just trying to give it like the appropriate, not appropriate, but Shit that I've seen people do. I'm not gonna go too far down the index here or over here personally. I think this is pretty. I really want to focus on this stuff because I think this is more relevant and way more weighted and consistent than the speckles of this, because I don't think people as consistently play this kind of stuff, Joey. I think consistently they flat this stuff a little bit more. And maybe we get, even if we just gave it 50% for these, okay? Maybe not all the population plays this way. Well, let's just do this.
And actually, some of the middle pairs are.
And it just goes big and it checks. It's 50-50. Look, it's betting less and it's using a set half size. And then if you are using it set halves, it's a set halves. It's a 50-50. We're giving other size options. Yes, that's right. I have to get in here.
83.
%30 in there. We gave it more options, so it's still 50-50. But you can bet 33, and your A6 just follows through with a bet. Bet small. Not using. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. This strategy makes a lot of sense. Going small with ace-9, you don't want to check it. Just going small with a lot of this range. Not as much big betting set halves when you add in 33, though. Look what happens when we add in 33. A king on the turn. The A6, check. Whoa! Using sixes as a double barrel. It only has one size here and whatnot, but yeah, this shit is sweet.
Yeah, you have to add the size in every street.
I know you gotta get in there and do the same thing. I wish it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think this one is it as red. Why do I do that again? What button is it?
No, go back.
It's
the top one.
The top one. Then you have to add in other sizes every time.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have an overbet. I'm kind of just curious now. We run it this way. That's kind of all encumbering bet sizing. Zero overbets. Lot of going big. We would just be giving up set halves with the A6. Look at your pocket sixes and shit, though. Just still following through for 67.
Yeah, in a standard note, it would probably be at 55.
Okay. All right, let's get back to work.
Same thing.
Yeah. Here you go, set abs. You did this to yourself. My goodness.
Right there. It's you're a bit I think you have to fold.
Oh,
it's
thank God. I'm always afraid. Fold, run, 100%. No, it's not 100%. 99 and 1% of the time you can go crazy for being dead. Yeah, of course he has. All right. Now you're in the hijack. Wait a minute. Let's give someone else an opportunity. Who has not went today? I always ask BB, but I know BP is just alert God, and it's all nothing but love there. Dylan, have you done any? You want to get in here and play some hands? If you're not busy, of course.
I'm still driving.
Oh, still driving. That's right. Damn, where the hell are you going? You got a long ass drive.
I'm going to Dallas.
Oh, good luck if you're playing out there and enjoy the trip, man. Sounds cool.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Joey, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm here now, but if something comes up, I might have to jump off.
Let me get big money nickel in there. All right, big Matt Nickel. Let's go ahead, Joey. It's all good, man. Do your thing. Matt, come on.
33%.
Now, what do you think the normal bet size on 10-7-5 versus the big blind and hijack is? Do you think it's going to be small and frequent a lot? Do you think it mixes small in with some of your range? Do you think you want to have some bigger bets on this board? Like, what are your thoughts when you see a 10-7-5 two-tone board?
I think we can size up because there's a lot of draws out there, but no completed equity yet.
Okay.
I don't think I personally ever find the small size smaller than 33% on here.
Okay. Big bets, but not over bets. Pucks says he wants to go 33.
I think this one might check because I think this is a bigger bet board, and this would fit into a marginal made hand then if it's a bigger bet board.
83.
God, I was about to say I would never check. What I was alluding to, and when I was trying to ask you about the bet sizing on these boards, you will have big bets. And I do not, and I mean, I do not want you to fall into the autopilot 33 camp on 10-7-5 boards. It's dog shit.
Yeah.
These boards are dynamic and need to be bet bigger.
Where does our cutoff for top pair betting?
Like, look at this. Look at it. Look at these colors. Look what's not even really there. This. Whoops. It's not even a thing. Top set goes small. It's your sets. This is the meat of it. Look at all your 10-8s. Meat. So that's good to see. Two-tone, these kind of boards, and super quick because we're getting better today. It's a lot of big betting out here, brothers and sisters. Yeah, you see some if you're in my cash game study group, you already know some of these heuristics at these stack depths and deeper, they still do apply. Ace King X, Ace Queen X, Ace Jack X. You get some bigger bets. When you have the lower will ace type boards, you never go big. Ace low low, ace low low, ace low low, not really big. Ace high high, big, right? 3 low cards under a 9 or a 10 and connected and shit like that. 10-7-5, 10-7-6, big. Look at this. 10-7-4, 10-7-3, 9-6-4, 9-6-3, 8-6-4, 8-6-3. Go big, okay? That's all. Sorry for the rant, but these kind of study, this is the important stuff. And look at the 9-10x boards. You're almost betting fucking range. 10x boards, range. People get shook a little bit on these are pair boards. But Jack low low. 10-9x. We went 33. I hope we get wrecked. Damn. All right. Are you following through on this turn?
No, I'll check back now.
The rainbow version has overbets, not two-tone. Two-tone has some overbet. You just saw it there. Oh no, that was rainbows. Yep, yeah, no, you're right. Sorry. Check. 100%. We're not betting for value. We don't know. Like, he has some flushes and shit. He has some ace high flows, so we're just get here and get put in this spot every single day of our lives. Is this good enough to defend for you, sir?
It's really close. I kind of want to call since we blocked the 8-6, Jack 8.
Whoa!
I don't know. I probably fold against a lot of players in real life.
think that's fair. Roland's
But
calling.
I think it's probably a call in solver land.
He gone.
He gone, cheat says. He gone. I'm mostly gone, but let's see if we're supposed to. I feel like these are spots I could use some work in as well. It just feels like we are crushed by his value range, which has 9, 10, Jack 8, Ace X to floats, flushes. It just has too much. Outside of blocking the straight, sure, he has 2 pair. Sure, he has flushes. Sure, he has an ace. You know what I mean?
Call it. Oh,
I was
0.
going to mention with the clubs, we might be
Unblocking
towards a
hearts.
different- Yeah, unblocking the draws.
You're damned if you do, you're damned
Blocking
if you
is
don't.
blocking is straight and unblocking his bluffs.
Wrecked. Peed on. Well done. Well done, Solver. That's why this player would win all the money in poker if they played every single hand. See bet or nah? Go ahead, Matt. Said Happens would never fold there.
I was like, I think we have to see bet. We definitely get to size up. 55.
Just going to be just throwing a bunch of money in there just because we think we want to, huh? Without a spade or nothing. We just want to start throwing a bunch of money in there right now and hoping he folds. Like he's going to give us more fold equity. No. I know what you're thinking about the board, but we also take in consideration of our stack, right? You get some bigger bets, but it has to be with more hand. And if you're gonna do that with these type of hands, what's the first thing you want? I'm asking you, Matt. What's the first thing you want?
If you're gonna spade.
Thank you. You want a spade? You have to have it. If you're gonna be doing this big polar shit sometimes. The EV of it wouldn't be bad. It's okay to mix in, you know. I would almost argue that you may, in your games, in the long run, print the same amount of EV by just using a small bet because people just aren't going to adjust or play well enough in the first place at the mid and small stakes. Where you're not playing against fucking like Ike Haxton here, right? When you need to mix in. 33. Oh no, you wanted to, yeah, you're betting something. You had to bet. You bet something. We just want to be able to play the hand. All right, cool. Now what would you do? A blank.
Now I would give up and maybe, well, I would check and then maybe bluff the river if he checks again.
Okay. Set have you given up here?
You can. I think 55 right there is good bet sizing.
I mean, the 4 is kind of a blank. You're trying to fucking really put a lot of pressure on a 9x, 7x, 10-8, missed draws, spades. I would probably turn this into a bluff if we get here with this. If I'm playing well, I think I need to bluff this. I'm riding with the set. Your value wants to go 83 or even 125, he says. Maybe it's a double flush draw board with some straight draws. 83. You talked me into it, Pucks.
It's word, but I think
With the stack.
There is no
I think with the
bet
stack
in this
depth,
board. Yeah.
I think with the stack deck, 55 is probably the big bet.
Okay. We're gonna go with Matt's option of check, which I'm sure the solver is probably gonna mix in there and not be a blunder, but let's see. Bang bang. Soon as you said that, Pucks, I was on ride. I was riding with it. I love it. This is it. Your value wants to just do this. You can't overbet with this stack, but it certainly can do this. I love it. And checking can't ever be a mistake. Really in this spot. Well, you don't even get a chance to bluff and you're dead. You ever finding a hero here for some anybody heroing? Hell no to the no.
And he shows the bluff. The misflash draw.
Oh, is it kind? Is it? 8-5. Nope.
Yes, that's straight.
Straight. Straight. Damn, he hit the Gotti and we let him get there, man. That's why we got to bet the damn turn. All right, Matt. Last one before we call on one more person and wrap it up. Fun spot. Underpaired to the queen. So c-bet range, or you c-betting this? What do you think?
I think we're c-betting a lot here. Having the jack of spades feels kind of awkward because I feel like it's hard to get as many calls from draws. I think we want to size up on this board, even though it's maybe we don't want to size up on the board because it's queen high. So I'll go 33%, even though it's two-tone.
Let me see, 33. You almost started to dig yourself in that hole again. I heard you getting the shovel out of the shed. I heard you getting that shovel again. Beats with the 20, 33 for rolling, and I haven't heard one person say check. 0 checks? 20%, 20%. No checks? Why no checks? Pucks, you said check, right? Yeah, okay, Pucks. Think about it. Some bets with jack of spades, mostly 20%. Yep, 20% or a check. I know we're accustomed, but no, this hand's going to keep in worse. You can make a pair with we're not going to get 3 streets of value with this hand always either. We're going to get 2 streets and it's going to be a great bluff catcher. You're probably going to be able to make some checks with 10s and 9s as well, and betting 8s and hands a little bit more that need protection. It'd have been nice. Well, you would have got there on us. I was about to say it'd been nice on the turn. Let's go back to the flop really quick and like check our frequencies. Jacks, yeah, 10s. 10s checking more. 9s. I would have been betting more with the 8s plus. So that's good to see. And the size, just 20%. So we all got to get that 33 out of there. We need to be better at going 20. All of us. I use way too much 33 as well, to be honest with you, looking at it when I'm playing lazy. Matt, we're going to give somebody else. Thank you, brother. Good work. Solid stuff. We got better for sure. We improved. Let's end it. Who has a mic and that is here? One of the new guys, Ron. Babe Ruth it. Take us home.
Let's see. Check.
Ooh, just checking the queen jack 9 board with our hijack range versus a button range. Now, do you think what percentage of our range do you think we get to see bet on queen jack 9?
Let's see. I'm not sure what the answer to that question is, to be honest. The top part of our range.
No, like as a percentage. So if we show up here with all the hands we show up here would constitute 100%,
right, I see.
Right? And then of that 100% we show up with here, do you think we're going to see bet 75% of the hands that we have? 80%? I'm not size isn't relevant, you know.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I've got to figure out what I'm gonna get here with. Like, let me see. I'm in the hijack, so that's like suited 7s, off
5s plus, offsuit 10.
Yeah, offsuit 10s.
All ace,
okay.
Suited ace-X and ace.
So I guess most of our range will be betting here.
So do you think the fact that you have some of the strongest hands and you have protection from the rest of your range, you're going to use some of the worst hands as well as a c-bet? Or are you going to play a bit more straightforward and only use the hands that kind of connect?
I was thinking of just the connecting ones will be the one playing it, but
this is what I was trying to show you.
Gotcha.
You know why?
Sure.
Because the rest of your range hits this so fucking hard that you're allowed to bet.
Right.
Makes sense. Your range is so protected moving forward, even with this hand right now. And they have so much junk in this range that you could just put them in hell, right?
Understood.
Even though optically, like, it looks like you see this board and you honestly just get monsters under the bed with a hand like this and think, okay, all he needs is a queen, jack, 10, 9,
10.
spades,
Anything
8x
there,
to
really.
continue, right? Anything it feels
Right.
like. But it's not that bad. No, it doesn't. Look how wide his range is. And we all get caught, especially in tournaments. Live poker, people are defending insanely wide in this spot. Like, look at this. What is he going to do with 5-2? What's he going to do with some of this stuff? What's he going to do with an ace high? Even this single pair stuff you put in hell in future streets. A single 10, he has to get there. This 9x is the pair, but what is it going to do to second bet unimproved? It's gone.
Right.
Yeah. Within
okay.
our range, yeah. So
There's
just another way. Yeah, here's our betting range.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Pretty much everything.
And it's just like, yeah, the rest of this range is protecting us, right? Like we have just the stone cold nuts, all of them. With King 10 off in our opening range. Just flop the joint, all the sets, all the overpair. What can they do? We could just rep it.
I have to say, wow.
What?
I just looked over at that solution, and on a connected board, on a connected board with stacks this shallow, I didn't think we'd get big bets like that.
Oh, with the 55, yeah.
I
mean, if you think about it, we're really going to want to push equity with some of our combo, like our king queens, our kings. You know, some of these flush draw, straight draws combos where we want to push a lot of equity, right? So, yeah, it's really good. But you know what else, Joey? A lot of these hands, the EV between using 33 or said big bet is going to be pretty close, right?
Oh, so if I autopiloted 33 on this one, I'd be okay?
Maybe not with hands specifically like pocket kings, right? Like kings probably doesn't want to as much because
it's one pair over the top card.
And it's gonna equities can shift an 8, queen, jack, 9, stuff like that. You really spade, especially kings no spade. There's just no fucking way, right? Like, yeah. So you just want to go big a lot with maybe like kings, and then queen 10 makes a lot of sense, but it's a little intuitive. Ace 8's gonna be with the spades. Then some of these is bluffs. Cool. Let's let Ron clean up. Like Ron said, he was betting 33 every single time here. Like
right, yeah.
Of course.
That's exactly it.
Exactly. Now what do you do?
Oh. Well, now I got a marginal hand, but
marginal made hand time.
Yeah, I don't think it's wrong to check this one, but that's not most EV probably.
Now we have equity.
Yeah.
Check beat says.
I don't necessarily think we have much equity here.
Uh-oh, Joey wants to bet. There it is. Set Habs, you betting as well?
With this, it's fourth pair. You check, yeah.
Ooh, check.
Mostly 55.
Mostly 55. Couldn't help himself. You were trying. Your body was literally, the words check were coming out of your mouth and you hit the button. I love it. I'm tempted to go 83 dubs. And Joey sounds like he is on team bet as well. Yeah, very interesting, right?
Yeah, bottom pair on a 4-liner is not marginal made in my mind.
Dub, throw your hands in the air if you're a real player. Good job. Set Habs, the 55 is in there as well. Checking is not ever really going to be that bad. You have some equity. It's not going to be a mistake. But as you can see, we can't over-defer. Imagine you over-defer to check every time you're in this spot. You're probably losing money, right? In the long run.
Right.
You just take a showdown here? What are we doing, Ron?
Well, everything kind of connects here, so it's either be better if we just take the showdown, and
yeah,
I'm most likely just gonna take the showdown. Honestly, and probably lose at this point.
You're in a room full of savages, and I doubt everybody's thinking. There's no way people in here are just going for it. Look at the
Well-
chat. GG,
well,
overbet jam.
I'm glad
Do
I'm
we-
here then.
Yeah. Set haps. You ever checking?
89.
89.
You
89%.
can win. You can win. You need to make fold the jack, the 10, the 9.
Oh man, I can't wait to fly you out to Vegas and just watch you play poker. Let's see. Beats? Oh no, you said overbet jam. You're gonna lose control of your body as well. It's funny, I've seen 0 checks. Roland's right with said, all right, our friend wants to check here. He said check. Let's see what happens. Oh,
All right, my only correct decision. Woo.
Ron flexing. Go ahead, Ron. You can show off a little bit.
Yeah,
I've been 63.
But guess what? You ain't losing much. This is one of the better bluff options. 63 is just the best bluff, but guess what? It's losing, and all we're doing is checking. Let's see if he has something we could have made fold. Nope. Never folding. Ever folding that to us.
That's 3.
Yeah, it's never folding. Oh, this was like a fun one here versus a small blind caller on. C-bet, autopilot C-bet, or any other option here. What are your thoughts?
Let's see. This one, autopilot C-bet, since I opened, and yeah.
33, I presume. Or are you gonna go to 20
yeah,
ever?
I don't know if I'll ever go with a 20, 40
Ever?
well, 40.
Brother,
40,
we
40.
saw it. We've been seeing it.
I get, yeah, you're right. I thought that was much shallower, like when we were like in
Maybe
the
like 25,
25-ish, or yeah. But hey, if it shows up here too, then
All right, then
definitely
you'll
gonna
add
change
it
it.
in. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would only go 33 here because I don't know any better. It has to show me we go 20 here now. I would go 33. Please show me 20. God damn it.
Okay.
Here we go, Ron. Our lives have
Okay.
forever been changed.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, right? High five.
You got
There
it, boss.
is. We did it. Yeah, it is. I mean, anytime we say autopilot, you know it's wrong.
Right.
We can't just this option has been overused, overtaught, and oversaturated. This is going to give us more longevity in the game, give us better prices on our bluffs or in our double barrels to accomplish all the same things. We're seeing this a shitload, and it's going to make us so much better, Roland. So much better. We've seen it so many times today. It's been more prevalent of a bet than 33. Sure, you can do both, but guess what? When I see this, the population is going to play just as fucking poor versus 20% than 33. So why not get a discount on everything?
Yep.
Better price on my double barrels, better price on my initial bluffs going forward, more inducing with my small bet to set up more double barrels and triple barrels, right? And if you did split your range here and there to just go bigger with your value hands, who the fuck is going to know, especially on ignition? Nobody would ever know. We can't even use 33. It's not even a thing at all. It's 0%. It's crazy. There it is. And we got a better price on our bluff.
Right. And I just fold.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we saved a little bit, and it's like, it's fine. Now I'm gonna be happy when I get check raised thinking, oh well, no, I would have lost more in the past. Would you continue with a spade?
No.
Yeah, with a spade, yeah.
Setting your
Oh.
ass up.
I guess, yeah.
You're gonna turn too many straight and flush draws.
Gotcha.
2, 3, 4 spades. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Understood.
Yep. So yeah, make sure we want to be in here a little bit. If you do edge pass, or if they use like some bigger size, or you think the guy's naturally a nit, I would say it's going to be reasonable to edge pass a little bit, right? Like, how much is this printing? 6,000th of a big blind, like, but it's still printing chips that you can make, right? So All right, let's do last hand. King 7-4 two-tone.
Oh. 20%?
Ha ha. Do you think this is a 20% board, or do you think we ever get to size up?
Hmm.
Pucks,
I
you
don't
say
know.
55 for this? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it did. Okay, everyone else is 50. I guess it's pretty coordinated, so I don't know. I got top pair, C betting. And yeah. I mean, honestly, I've never used 20% ever. So I normally bet 33. But it seems like 20% is the new 33.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it sweet? It's going to just give us so much. I just envision the bet giving us so much more longevity in tournaments and being able to give us more maneuverability and options with our stack, right? So it's great. Setup says 20% as well. I am seeing some 55s on a coordinated two-tone king high board. I would normally not use the 20, but yeah, the 20 is
check.
This is something I mean, checking my ass. No way.
Yeah.
I ain't checking this. I ain't checked this spot ever. Look at all this check. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't checking here. That's not good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to see something with the betting way more with the spade. What the fuck? Huh. It's checking a good bet. It's the only one mixing this much check. The rest of them not so much. I guess villain will still have King Jack, King 10 in its range. Yeah. That's better. The better King X in its range. King 10 suited. He has. Woo. All right, so you said 20%, which is good. Please check raise. Yes. Call or go with it.
Let's see. I think we just call. Oh, but if you call, what are we? Clearly, I haven't been in these situations, so I never even thought about it. If I call, I'm just like calling it all the way down unless an ace shows up. That's essentially what it is.
And what's one thing we saw that he had in his range when we just looked at his range? What are some hands he had there that we kind of noted?
That he had better kings than us?
He has some better kings. Straight up.
Plus draw, straight draw.
But does the solver say, well, if he's got the better king, he has it, and we just deny equity versus everything else? Or does it just play the check call game? I would never raise and only call. So
yeah.
We call. And the neat turn. 6 of spades. Do you feel like there's any merit to betting the turn here, right? Or do you just want to check and get the showdown?
I think we're just checking it. Yeah, check. Because he check raise.
You don't want to get double check, be a victim of the double check raise.
Get sandbagged twice? I don't think so.
Body. Yeah, get straight up bodied twice. Yeah, the solver does not want to get bodied. No, don't do it.
If it's a spade again, hate my life. Okay. Okay.
Now do we go for value? And if so, what size do you go?
Okay. Check raise me, but then check and then check. So if I do bet, I would like the 38% size.
Here's a small heuristic. Not 100% accurate, but accurate enough that I'm pretty confident to say that most of the time when you get to rivers and you reopen the action, something like 90% of the time in all hands I've ever seen, you are going to be betting more than half pot when you reopen the action. Gotcha. Small ass, 30, 40, 25% bets in position, you don't see them often. They do exist at certain stack depths and SPRs in random situations, but 90% of the time, you're going 50% plus. So anybody like beats you, you've seen it. You agree with that? kind of. I don't want to be just talking.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say
I might be 95.
Yeah.
I've only run across one spot where it was predominantly small and it had no bets over 50%. Even when it has it, it's usually like 10% of your betting is small and everything else is big.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50%. I'm just in position on the river. I never am gonna bet less than 50%. My hand
Take
isn't
that
good enough to
heuristic
bet
with you, Rod.
50%.
There we go.
I just check.
I just gained EV just by that. So here we go.
Yeah, today from today's lesson on, like most situations that you run into the river when you reopen the action, it's normally 50. Now you get to these weird SPRs. I've seen it more so than one instance. That's why I'm saying like 5 to 7% of the time. And I don't know if this is one, but I would never reopen it for 5. And if I'm opening, it's going to be 60.
Got it. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
makes
just
sense.
wanted to, it's 64%. Like it's the
Understood.
only, to me, this feels like the only bet size I would, this makes some sense too, but yeah, it's like always.
I think we need to start recognizing when we do see that to try to find what the exceptions are to that heuristic. Because
Yeah,
I've
I
seen it
mean,
a couple times, but I
yeah.
don't know what makes the difference.
Yeah, I mean, even here, like, well, I mean, somebody, this isn't nothing. It's 5 combo. It's not even a full 1 combo.
Yeah, no, this is
it doesn't matter here. But yeah, we can run a million of these spots. I don't know if we change the board or whatever, but that's for another day and another time.
Yeah.
And anytime we do see it, Joey, we should, if you're going to be in these study sessions with me, I'm down for trying to be hyper aware and noting it.
Start making notes on what we see when it does go small.
Right.
To try to nail down what the exceptions are.
Right. Cool. But yeah, I think this was a very good session, man. And we definitely picked up a lot of good fundamental work. Next week, I think we start more post flop. We just go post flop, and then get to ICM at the end. So we start with post flop work in a few different spots, defending, betting, getting real good in the trenches, right? And then we start getting back into our early stage 10% of the field ICM pre-flop work next week. So I think that's good. Double barrel work, right? We've done some old double barrel work. We need more and better. We need to refresh our double barrel ranges and stuff like that, right? So that's going to be good. We'll do that next week. But did anyone have any final thoughts, questions, suggestions, anything like that before we get out of here? What's up, Sad?
I said that Winnie is gonna be a new bet size on my side.
20%. 20%. One of the big takeaways from today, 20%. We did a lot of pre-flop work. I really want you guys to start thinking in regards to your ranges. It's going to free up so much brain space when you're just in there with 9s plus. You don't even have to think about king 6 off, king 4 off, the suited king, queen 6 off when certain action. Your brain just snap folds that stuff and it's easy. And your continuing range of spots. And you only have to focus on, all right, am I a pip or 2 outside? Or am I right in there, right? So I think getting very used to that stuff is going to really help you guys. But yeah, next week we'll work on the other stuff and I'll be back Tuesday. But yeah, did anyone have anything else? First week, going to the study sessions, and I felt like I learned a lot. Definitely plus EV move. Thanks for leading the charge in this study session group. Oh, no, thank you for being here. And Ride with Said, yes. No, thank you guys for being here. And if you guys do feel like you're getting value, obviously this group is growing. But make sure to let Uncle JL and the team know. The Black Friday sales are out there. And the new cash game stuff just recently came out. I'm going to consume some of that, and then we can have a discussion about it maybe this Tuesday. I'm going to try to get through a little bit of it so we can, talk about it and incorporate some of that stuff in our study sessions going forward. So that's those are Tuesdays for my tournament guys that also play cash. We do this every Tuesday as well. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you. I'll probably be back streaming tonight if you guys ain't doing shit and want to hang out and watch me torch some of these spots that we recently just learned. It'd be fun. And yeah, man, good luck on the streets, and I'll see you guys. Good luck.
Here you go.
Here you go. Peace.